Welcome, darling scribes and storytellers. Today's video is for every writer out there who dreams of one day seeing their story on the shelves, or at the very least, the writer's hands. But maybe you're overwhelmed or confused or worried that you're going to be rejected 1,000 times. So let's just talk about how you can publish your book. No gatekeeping, no begging, just you, your story, and a path you can follow one magical step at a time. Before we dive in, if organizing your story feels like you're trying to herd a bunch of goblins with glitter, well, I have something for you. It's called the Author's Ultimate Toolkit. It's a collection of my favorite tools that I like to use during the planning, plotting, and honestly just keeping my brain from turning into enchanted soup during the publishing process. It's full of trackers, templates, and magical docs that will keep your author life together. If you're interested, the link is below. Before you write a single word or even upload a file, I want you to ask yourself, why are you writing this book? Who are you writing it for? Do you want to inspire, entertain, or even shatter souls? These questions, well, depending on what you put, it changes everything about your book, from your tone to your cover and how you're going to market it later. I also want you to picture your ideal reader. What do they love? What tropes wreck them? Because these questions are really important, because sometimes you lose your passion, or you get a writer's block, or life happens and you haven't been able to write and you don't even know why you started this project in the first place. So answering these questions, they almost become like your North Star. Or another thing you can say, if you want to make it witchy, is the story's purpose spell. So please make sure to write them down, because they come important when you're marketing or when you lose passion. There isn't really a right way to write, only what works for you. There are 3 different writing styles that you can choose from to test and try and see if that's who you are. There is the plotter, the pantser, and the planter. The plotter loves outlines. They write things scene by scene. Then we have the pantsers. They write by intuition and honestly embrace a crap ton of chaos. Then you have planters, and well, we kind of live in the middle. I personally love Milanote and Google Docs to make things a lot more flexible, and I can take them anywhere I want to. There's apps galore that I can download for both of them, and it makes it easier to carry things out anywhere. Whatever your style is, don't be afraid to test and adapt. You're building a ritual, not a rulebook. This is honestly my favorite part. I love the world building, the character planning, and these are the questions I like to ask myself before I tackle this project head on. What genre am I writing? What tropes are in this story? What's the point of view and the tone? Who are the main characters and what do they want? And then lastly, well, what is the core conflicts and how does it end roughly? These questions help keep me on track when I get lost mid-draft. You don't have to answer all of them all at once, just enough to anchor yourself. Okay, deep breaths. The first draft, it's not supposed to be good. It's supposed to just exist. You're telling the story to yourself first. So don't edit as you go. Don't overthink the grammar. Just let the raw magic pour out. If you need to skip a scene, just write insert blah 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 scene here and keep going. No one's gonna see this draft but you. So make it weird, make it wild, and just let the good stuff surface. Once your draft is done, celebrate it. Then take a break. Seriously, take that break. You want to give yourself a week or two to give yourself some space from the project. Then read it through, not to fix things, but to take notes. I like to call this the big picture pass. You want to ask yourself questions like, what scenes drag? What arcs feel unfinished? Are there any plot holes? Use color-coded notes or index cards, or just scribble in the margins. Editing is where your story becomes the book. Now comes the scary part, sharing your work. Beta readers are brave souls who are willing to read your draft and give you honest feedback. They don't have to be fancy editors. They could be friends, family, readers, writers, honestly anyone who is willing to read your draft and give you honest feedback. Not every suggestion has to be used, but if multiple people are saying the same thing, that's a clue. So stay open, stay curious, but don't lose your true vision. So you got a revived draft. What's next? Here's the basic publishing flow. Hire a freelance editor, or you can do trade edits with another writer. Format your book. You can either do this as a DIY, or you can use tools like Atticus or Valium. Next, you want to design or hire out for your cover. I use tools like Canva to create my book covers, or you could go to Gatekeepers and hire someone to do it, or even Fiverr. Now you have to upload your book to Amazon KDP, Ingram Spark, or Draft to Digital, or even both, all three. Then you want to select your release date, build a launch plan, and spread the word. You're not just an author, you're a publisher. Scary? Maybe, but also really powerful. That's the map, friend. It's a lot, I know. But self-publishing is just a series of magical steps, and you're already walking the path. I am so proud of you for even thinking about sharing your stories. You got this, darling scribes and story summoners.